So we're going to chop up game. There's a lot of people calling, man. Who's calling right now?
It's JB. What's going on?
What's up, JB? Where you calling from?
Washington, D.C., man. What's good?
I'm good. What's on your mind tonight, player?
Oh, man, what's the topic tonight? Or you just freestyling?
We're freestyling, man. I'm listening to the players out there, man. What's on your mind?
Oh, man, it's crazy out here in Washington, D.C., man. It's like no middle ground. It's either they real stuck up or they real hood radish, man.
I've been hearing that, man. I've been hearing a lot of hood rat activity going on out there in D.C. I can't speak on it because I haven't been to D.C. in like 10 years. So I got to come out there.
Oh, well, you got to come in, man.
I do.
Obama has brung the good ones out, man.
Uh-oh. All right, man. I'm going to have to check it out, man. But thanks for the call, player.
All right, thanks, man.
For sure. All right, who's calling?
This is Elijah.
What's up, Elijah? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Mississippi. I'm down here keeping the bunnies. Yeah. You hear me?
I hear you. It sounds like you're getting your smoke on. Let me What's happening? What's on your mind tonight, man? Come on, y'all got to get it together tonight. What's on your mind?
All right. I'm a freshman in college. I'm far away from home, and my question is like, how do you get out here and meet like other dudes to hang around with? Not to sound homo or anything, but back at home I always have people I can kick with, go out with, and I'm down here and there's just not, there's no one down here. A lot of dudes out here are lame, they're not really on that shit, and I just can't really find anyone to. I'm fine doing shit by myself, but like,
So wait.
Way to do.
All right, so wait. So you down there in Mississippi, you going to school, so you looking for other dudes to hang out with?
I mean, hang out with, like kick it with. I'm fine doing things by myself because I'm a football player. I can hang out with the dudes on the football team, but I mean, they're not really. I'm not just cool with being around them all the time.
Well, all you got to do, man, is all you got to do, dude, is open up your window and sing this.
I used to think that I wasn't fine.
Oh shit, man! Don't hit me with that, man. I said no homo. I was just wondering.
It did sound kind of moist, though, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to hook.
I was trying to word it in a way that wouldn't sound like that, but I mean, like, because no one's likes being. Doing things by themselves all the time. I'm cool with it, but I mean, no, man. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying,
okay, man. All right, man. Look, you want to hang out with some players so y'all can go out and get women, man. Really, just focus on rolling solo, because I wouldn't, if I were you, I wouldn't go out there campaigning to hang out with no dudes. If you roll solo. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but just go out and just kind of roll solo, and then you'll meet some of your peers when you're doing your own thing. Let me just put it that way. All right, man. Thanks for the call, player.
Okay. All right, man. Thank you.
Oh, boy. I'm going to have to start rebuking some of these moist demons coming out of you dudes, man. Okay. That was a funny one. Who's on, man? We got a lot of folks calling. The phone lines are jammed up, man. What's up? Who's calling?
Lexus Lance Cortez, man, representing Kansas City.
What's going on? What's on your mind tonight, player?
Man, I want your opinion on 50 Cent, man, because to me, it's like he's on some real attention horse shit.
Now, 50, he's sticking to a formula that's working for him. 50 started off, his whole career has started off with instigating beefs from other cats, so he has the mentality, if it's not broke, don't fix it, and that's just his marketing tool. In the rap game.
I mean, it's been kind of old.
Yeah, I know it is getting a little old. It's getting kind of corny, but again, he feels like if it's something that has worked for him in the past, why not keep it going? He might have to change his game up and try some new marketing strategies, because that is getting kind of tired and it's too contrived and it's too put together. So, but I'm not mad at him. You got to do what you got to do in this economy, in this environment, in the rap game. But anyway, man, thanks for the call, player.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to chop up some good tonight, man. Today's show, I'm going to talk about character, building character. I'm going to talk about that later on in the show. All my New York cats, we're going to try to come out to New York around, let me look at my calendar, hold on, because I got a very busy schedule, hold on. Around December the 9th or the 10th. We're looking at around December 9th or the 10th. In Manhattan to do a lecture. So all my New York cats, stay tuned. I will keep you guys posted on that. We were just looking for a venue and trying to get the insurance and all that stuff together, but I'm definitely coming out to New York the second week of December. We almost have the date. We just got to get everything taken care of, like the venue, insurance, and all that stuff. But I'm definitely coming, and we're going to have a ball in New York. It's going to be off the hook out there, man. Who's on this phone? What's up? Who's on the phone?
MJ.
MJ, what's going on in Cleveland, MJ?
Same old, man. What's up?
I'm just keeping it macking, doing a radio show, man. What's on your mind tonight, player?
Hey, man, something real quick, man. I'm going to let you finish your show in a minute, but LeBron James is the greatest player of all time.
Okay, that's all you had to say?
That's it, man.
Okay. Oh, Lord. This nigga, what's with y'all dudes calling up, giving props to... Okay, all right, I'm not going to even go there. I don't know what's going on tonight. It's a full moist moon tonight, boy. This nigga called up... The fuck I look like? Steven? What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq, man? It's Dan from Asbury Park, New Jersey, man. What's up, man?
What's going on, Pimp Juice? What's on your mind, man?
I got two questions to ask you, man. I want to ask you, like, when you, like, you know, get a girl to leave the club with you, right?
Yes.
Like, how do you, like, get her to, like, leave with you if she rolling with, like, 4 or 5 friends of hers?
Well, it depends on how tight your game is. The more girls she's with, the harder it is to pull her out the club, because if you have 5 girls with her, that means you got 5 cock blockers. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
You know, if she says, hey, I'm about to go bounce, everybody's going to be in her ear. Do you know him? Where you know him from? Girl, don't go home. You got to deal with all that. So it's best to go for the girl who's either solo or with one of the girls, so you can have less cock blockers to deal with. It can be done. The thing is, you got to pull her away and be like, hey, fuck your friends, let's go right now. Because if she goes back to the herd, they're going to talk her out of it. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's your thing. Get her away from those girls. All right?
Oh, okay. All right, next question, yo.
Okay, goddamn. Now we're doing an interview. Okay, y'all, let me say this. Y'all players, please make it brief. There's a million people calling. Y'all niggas want me to give the Gettysburg Address. But go ahead with your second question, player.
Alright, now I just want to ask you, like, what's the difference between, like, you and Mystery? Like, everybody keep on, you know, sweating Mystery, but, you know, I see you the originator of the whole game.
That's true. I'll take that. I will take that. And I'm not even mad at the guy. Mystery, they're doing their thing, and it works for them. And whoever can get men enlightened, I'm all for that. You know, if we can do it in different ways and use different techniques to enlighten guys out here to help men step their game up, I welcome all that, man. So I pop my collar to him. Thanks for the call, player.
All right.
Let's see who's on this phone. We got somebody from Los Flandelis. What's going on? Who's calling?
What's going on, Tariq? This is Dark Rider, bro.
What's going on, man? What's on your mind, man?
Chillin'. Hey, what's up, man? Let me get the topic for the day.
Yes.
Girls hating ass, right?
No. I'm talking. I haven't even gotten on. I'm talking about the TV interview. I'm just talking about just different stuff. Today, I'm talking about character and other things. You saw the interview I did on Channel 5?
Yeah, man. I saw it, man. You did good work. Good job, bro.
I had a great time. They're going to have me on there as a regular. I'm going to be on there pretty regular now. So they really liked it. They got a very good response. So it was a good experience. I had a ball doing it. But I'm going to get into that in a minute. Thanks for the call, player. For those who don't know what he's referencing, I just did an interview yesterday morning at KTLA Channel 5 out here in Los Angeles. And it was a great segment. I had a ball. It was very funny. Everybody was real funny on the set. It was great. And you guys can go to Facebook.com/Tariq Elite, and you can see it on my Facebook page. And I Twittered it. So you guys, if you don't have my Twitter, go to Twitter.com/Tariq Nasheed and add me on Twitter. And you can chop up game with me, and you can see the interview, and you can go to KTLA's website, and you can check it out there as well. What's going on? Who's calling?
Diego from Sacramento.
No, who is this?
Diego from Sacramento.
Hey, what's going on, man? What's on your mind?
Hey, man, I was just wondering, are you going to ever follow up with the pimp week? Excuse me.
You know what? I'm thinking about doing that. I am going to probably do that because, you know what? I have a lot of old footage from back in the day of all these players that I interviewed for a documentary that I was putting together, but I scrapped it because all these other documentaries started coming out. But I got footage from like damn near 10 years ago with me, Rosebud, just a whole bunch of players that I soaked up game from, and I've been thinking about putting it out, but I don't know yet. I might do that. So, all right, thanks for the call, player. But like I was saying earlier, man, New York, get ready. We're definitely coming out to New York. Going to do a lecture out there. The book will definitely be out by the beginning of December, if not sooner. The cologne should be out in a couple of weeks. We're getting the website together as we speak. I just got all the photos back, so we're getting it together, man. It's about to pop the hell off. I'm doing a lot of media stuff. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of media stuff later on this month. A lot of television stuff coming up, so you guys look out for it. It's going to be it's going to be Mackin' season right about now. Christmas and Thanksgiving, it's going to be Mackin' season, man. We're about to step it up. We're going to take a couple more calls in a minute, but right now I want to talk about character. Building your character. Because we need a lot of character out here, man. People talk about how to spit game and women, how to do this, how to do that, but you got to have the foundation of character. So I'm going to get into that in a second. What's up, man? Who we got on the phone?
What's going on, Mr. Tariq? Nasheed, this Young Doc.
What's going on, Young Doc? What kind of phone you calling from? You sound like Aquaman in this motherfucker.
I still sound messed up.
What's up? Now, what city you in, by the way?
I'm in San Antonio right now, but I'm from Dallas.
Oh, okay. All right. What's on your mind tonight, man?
Well, I got a question about how to act with a simp-ass homeboy.
How to do what with a simp-ass homeboy?
How to deal with a simp homeboy.
Oh, so what's your homeboy doing? Is he cupcaking with girls? What's he doing?
Man, it's way worse than that. So he got this chick, knocked up in high school or whatever, and they're supposedly sweethearts. It was supposedly sweethearts or whatever.
Yeah.
I went off to college, and she started trying to get at me, online and stuff. Yeah.
Man, did you tell him about it?
Yes, I did.
And did he believe you?
Yeah, I mean, it was real scandalous how she did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once I thought she was trying to get at me, I just assumed they were going through some issues, and I broke communication with her. But then she told him that I was trying to get at her.
See, well, y'all got to cut bras like that off. Well, I can understand you, but your homeboy, man, some of these dudes are like at the point of no return. They will deal with a scandalous woman because the scandalous woman is better than no woman at all in their minds. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you what happened, though.
Yeah.
He ended up marrying the bitch afterwards.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And then, and then she cheated on him.
Of course.
And then they got a divorce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now they're back together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, do I even need to kick it with my boy? Need to cut him off? You know? I mean, what the hell?
Some dudes like that, man. You just got to charge some dudes to the game. If these dudes aren't going to step their game up, man, you don't want to be around that energy with these dudes who can't handle their women, because that puts you in a predicament, man. This chick will end up setting him up and you hanging out with him, and both of y'all get knocked. You know what I'm saying? Because of some slick shit she done. So you got to watch dudes like that, man. But anyway, man, thanks for the call, player.
All right, thanks, man.
Let's see what we got. What's going on? We got somebody from the Bay. Who's calling?
What's up, Flex C, man?
What's going on, Young C? What city you calling from, Young C?
Calling from Frisco, Cali, man.
That's what's going on, man. What's up with them Bay Area players?
Oh, man, you have to come up here and tighten us up, man. You know, you got some good ones, we got some bad ones. You feel me? A lot of the bad ones, though, need to tighten up their game. You be seeing them on the news and shit.
Yeah, for sure, man. They were talking about bringing me up there to Stanford, man. I still got to holler at my dude. Come on, holler at me, man. I got to come up there to the Bay.
I'll definitely be there, man. I've been meaning to check you out in SoCal. I'll be down there in the next couple months, bro.
That's what's going on, man. Holler at me, man. Thanks for the call, player.
I got a question.
Uh-oh, go ahead real quick. God damn, he said, I got a question, then his phone hung up. Y'all better get them prepaid cards with more than $10 on them. What's going on? Who's calling?
What's going on? This is Paul from Atlanta, Georgia.
What's going on, Paul? Your voice all right, player?
Yeah, my voice is straight, man.
All right,
yeah.
What's going on? What's on your mind, player?
What's up, man? Well, I got two questions. Number one, I'd like to know about when it comes to conducting business deals and looking at people and their personal qualities, what particular things you look for in people to see if they're honest or dishonest, and if you do want to work with them or not.
Yeah, you know what, that ties into today's topic about having character. When you do business with people, man, you look at their ability to make eye contact. You look at their posture. You see at the way they conduct themselves. If they're professional, can they enunciate their words? I look at all that stuff. I look and see, does this person look like they're serious about handling business? I like to see what they're wearing, because that has a lot to do with everything. If I'm doing business with somebody, we're talking about some money, I don't want a motherfucker looking like they just got through changing transmissions, unless I'm trying to get my car fixed. If I'm trying to get a business deal going on, I don't want a motherfucker with dirty nails, and I don't want no chick with a nappy weave trying to represent me. I want everybody to be crisp, because if I'm coming in crisp, you got to be crisp. So you got to just look at little things like that depending on what type of business you're going into. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. I also have another question about on that slave mentality. You mentioned an African name. Now what type of things? Like what particular definitions did you look for, or would somebody look for when determining if they want to create a new name for themselves? You
just got to do research, man. You just got to read books. You got to do a lot of research. Like my name Tariq is a North African name, and there was a very well-known general named Tariq, who was a North African Moor who helped, who conquered Spain. So you got to just do research and know your history. And the thing is, man, African history is so hidden and buried. I mean, you got to really search for it and know what to look for, because everything you hear about Africa is, motherfuckers walking around with big bellies and flies and shit, and it's much deeper than that. That's why I try to drop little nuggets about ancient game, and I'm going to do some more shows about that, because a lot of people want to learn more, which is a great thing. So we're going to talk more about that in the near future. All right?
All right. I appreciate it.
Thanks for the call, player. All right, a couple of more calls, and we're going to get into the game, because this ain't going to be no long-ass show tonight. I got to do a lot of writing. I got one more chapter for the book. I'm on the Elite Way, my book coming out next month. This is going to be the fastest turnaround time for any of my books, because usually with books, you got to write them, and then it takes about a year for it to come out. This book is going to come out weeks after I'm done. That's how fresh the game is. You guys are going to get fresh-ass game, hot off the press. Anyway, let me chill on the calls right now. Let's get into some game, man. We're going to talk about building up character, man. We need character in the game. This is why cats are getting caught up in so much nonsense, and cats are not having as much success with getting women as they should, because the character isn't strong enough. So what is character? The basic definition of character, y'all, is the ethical traits that make us who we are. That's character. The thing about having character, y'all, you gotta have integrity to go with it. That makes your character tight. Actors, when they create fictional characters for movies, acting coaches teach them to draw from personal experiences and use those personal experiences to build a fictional character to make that character believable. And the thing is, guys, you can do that with your own life, but you have to do it in a positive way. When you experience things in life, no matter if they're good or bad, if you were beaten as a child, or you had a great childhood, or a motherfucker touched you inappropriately, you can always try to draw something positive out of that. And when you draw something positive out of it after you grow up, that gives you integrity. Because integrity is really about what you do. Your character is who you are. Does that make sense? Let me repeat that one more time so that can sink in. Your character is based on who you are, who you're made up of. Your integrity is based on what you do, how you conduct yourself, how you choose to treat others, how you choose to utilize your character, who you are. Follow me on this, y'all. When you have integrity, man, integrity is when you have the ability to do something scandalous, but you choose not to do it. You feel me on this, guys? A lot of times we get into situations where we can do some scandalous shit and nobody will know about it, but we pass on doing it. Integrity, those are rules, and I've talked about this before. Those are rules that you impose for yourself. Those are morals and ethics that you impose upon yourself. Because again, when you have character, when you take experiences from your life and you utilize those experiences in a positive way, that brings about integrity. But the thing is, if you utilize experience in your life, experiences that you've had in your life in a negative way, that's a character flaw. We've all heard the term character flaw, and we've all seen people with character flaws. A character flaw in a person is basically a person who's just gonna fuck up no matter what. You ever seen people like that? People who just sabotage themselves and it looks like they can't even help it. That's a character flaw. That's a person that's bounded by something that happened to them in the past. And they feel like that's who they are. If a motherfucker got beaten, they think, well, shit, I'm a person who needs my ass whooped. Like a lot of girls who've been molested as kids, they're like, I've been molested as a kid, well, I just should be fucking everybody. That becomes a character flaw because you didn't learn anything or you didn't take anything positive from it. And dealing with a person with a character flaw is just running into a brick wall because they will always fuck up. Fellas, y'all know what I'm talking about. You've dealt with females. Some of y'all Captain Save-A-Ho niggas. Y'all seen a female that you tried to save. She was the victim. She just never had her shit right. And you put your cape on and your bat boots and your bat belt and start trying to save her. And you got bitten in the ass. You tried to save her and she turned on you, bit you in the ass and left you stranded. Left you high and dry. That's what people with character flaws do. And women too. A lot of you women deal with these niggas out here with character flaws. You know these niggas can't stay out of jail. Nigga can't keep a job. The nigga's always on the pipe. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all deal with these dudes who just cannot pull it together. And he has every excuse in the book why he can't get his shit together. That becomes a character flaw. So all my players out there, you can't have character flaws and be thorough in the game. Because you're going to always sabotage yourself. I don't give a fuck what happened to you as a kid. You can't control that. All right, it was fucked up. Your uncle rubbed his balls on your elbows when you was 9 years old. You dig what I'm saying? Girls, somebody teased you because your head looked like a Brillo pad. Your head was nappy. Somebody teased you as a kid. Now you walk around with a blonde fucking wig on because of some shit that happened to you as a kid. And you let that become a character flaw. What's one of my favorite sayings on this show? Charge that to the game. You build from that and you charge it to the game. As kids, we all get teased. That's the problem. So many people are on this baby shit. You bring all this bullshit that happened to you as a kid into adulthood and it fucks up your character. We all got teased as kids. I got teased as kids. I had a fucked up S-curl. My curl didn't take like it was supposed to take. So I went through like the 7th and 8th grade with a fucked up S-curl. And they called me F-curl because my curl failed. But I didn't grow bitter about it. I started snapping back on niggas. That's what it was. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. I had that mentality. It was fun. It was games. It was some shit that happened as a kid. I'm fly now, so what it do? But you can't go through life, people, with no character flaws, man. You got to build character, and the only way to do that is to have integrity. Again, learning and taking the positives out of every experience that happened to you in life and using that to build a strong character within yourself. And again, man, don't be one of these rebels without a cause, because that's another character flaw. You got these people out here who feel like they've been wronged as kids or they were wronged growing up, so they're going to rebel against everything. You're not doing anything but sabotaging yourself. And again, you don't have to conform to things you don't believe in, but just being a rebel for the sake of rebelling, that ain't shit. It's like niggas out here like, man, I ain't gonna go to work. I ain't gonna get no job. Fuck an education, nigga. I'm a gangster. I'm gonna wear my pants this way. I'm gonna wear my hat that way. Okay, that's fly if you're gonna do something constructive with it. But if you're just a rebel without a cause, you ain't shit. You're just a nigga just taking up idle time. And if you take up idle time, it's always gonna veer into the negative. You have a character flaw still. You got to have an objective. You got to have a goal. That helps build your integrity and your character. But the thing is, man, to really keep your character in check, you just have to check yourself. If you want to build character, there's a million ways to do it, but I just like to get to the basics. The basic way is to check your behavior, check yourself. Filter the things you think and the things you do before you do them. And you say to yourself, is this the right thing to do? Before I do this, how is this going to affect me and whoever I'm doing it with in the future? How is it going to affect me in a positive or negative way? The phone lines are lighting up. I don't want to lose that thought, but I got to take one of these calls. I don't know. Everybody's calling the goddamn phone lines. What's up? Who's calling? Hello? Hate when people break my flow. I'm spitting that hot fire and they want to cut me off in the game. Hello?
Hey, what's going on, Flex?
What's going on, man? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from D.C. My name is Keith.
What's going on with you, Keith? What's on your mind, player?
Nothing much, man. I'm surprised. Oh, man, I've been trying to hit you up for the longest, man. First and foremost, I just want to thank you on what you're doing.
I appreciate that.
All right, I got a question. I'm currently dealing with this chick. I'm 23. She's like 21.
Okay.
Now, her vibe is real cool, but she hang out with some chicken heads, and I'm trying to really assess it to see if she's like guilty by association. But everything seems to be straight. But you know, when I come over, I see like weed in the ashtray, and I ask her like, "Is that yours?" And then she swears up and down that it's not. I mean, what you think about the situation?
Because she's a chicken head by proxy too. It's a hard thing to fathom. You ever date a girl and this happens all the time. All her friends are hood rats, but she's the goody two shoes. All her friends are hoes and skanks, but she's the goody two shoes. All her friends are lesbians, but she's the straight goody two shoe. I mean, she's always the one who ain't doing all that other shit. Bullshit. People who are friends, they're friends for a reason. And I'm not talking about motherfuckers who were friends in the 8th grade and just grew up together. I ain't talking about that. Adult people who are friends because they share the same common ideology, the same common recreation, the same common goals. So if it's 9 hood rats, your girl is the 10th one. Go ahead, player.
All right, so today she actually just left from Miami, and she's texting me up and down like, baby, I'm not cheat. I'm not going to do anything stupid. I mean, do you think that's a red flag right there? I mean, is she pretty much telling on herself before she even do that?
Okay, well, and what's your girl's name, by the way? What's her initials? You ain't got to tell her name. What's her initials?
RRT.
RRT, okay. Well, I got some secret footage of RRT in the hotel where she is right now. I got some secret footage of RRT, what she's doing down in Miami right now. Whoa, what's that? What is that sound? That sound like a dick in her mouth. You dig what I'm saying? That's what she's doing right now. That's what she's doing right now. And there's a nigga in the room. There's a nigga in the room getting his Al Jarreau on right now. You dig what I'm saying? So you feel what I'm saying? That's why she's calling you and texting you, so she won't feel guilty about everything. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
All right, so have a long talk with her when she get back, man. Thanks for the call, Cliff.
Thanks, man.
All right, man. All right, let me get back to some game, y'all. Let me get back to the game. But this phone line is lighting up, and God damn, this phone line is lighting up. All right, let me put on some Mackin music so I can finish what I'm saying, because I ain't gonna be here all damn night, man. I gotta write. I got things to do. I gotta make me some baked chicken and shit. Anyway, yo, like I was saying about character, you gotta have your character. Your character has to be intact. That's the bottom line. I'm about to close this thing out, man. But like I said, man, if you want to really test your character, you gotta check yourself on treating motherfuckers rude, because that's a character flaw. When you treat people unnecessarily rude, check yourself on that. When you want to do some scandalous shit, check yourself on it. That's a play on your character. That's not mackish. Being mackish is having integrity. That's what I said on that Channel 5 interview. I was breaking that game down. But to be mackish, man, is to have a lot of integrity in anything you do, even if you can get away with it. Like I said earlier in the show, man, a lot of times, man, people, if they feel like they can get away with something scandalous, they will do it simply because they feel like they can get away with it. But just because you can get away with something don't mean that it's cool to do. You still have to live with yourself. Just because somebody else didn't catch you, your ass have to live with yourself. You can put on a front, but if you coming home smoking crack and meth, you got to live with yourself, man. That's a character flaw. If you the kind of motherfucker that be molesting kids and all that, that's a fucking character flaw. You a dirtbag. If you're a thief, that's a character flaw. And I hate a thief. I hate thieves. And your character flaw will get you in trouble all the time if you don't have that integrity, because if you don't have integrity, you open yourself up for negative things to happen to you. You ever see these shows, these undercover cop shows on TV, and they'll go down to the hood and they'll have a new car and they'll leave the keys in the car. And some dumb nigga will walk by and be like, damn, there's the keys in the car. Ain't nobody out here? I'm about to take this car. Ooh, damn, this is easy as taking candy from a baby. And then the cars lock up and then the cops roll up on your ass. It was a trap. They set your ass up. They set you up like a fucking rat. And that's what you are if you don't have no integrity. A goddamn rat. Just because you think you can get away with something, man, what you do in the dark will always come out into the light, y'all. And you have to live with yourself. And at the end of the day, if you look at yourself and say, hey, I did the right motherfucking thing, I popped my collar, I didn't do no slick scandalous shit, I kept it real pimping, that's integrity, y'all. Anyway, I hope y'all learned some good game today. That's been today's episode of the Mac Lesson.